I don't know if you remember, but last time we finished our tour at Stonehenge, the great mystery that is Stonehenge. But this time, I'm going to begin with something that is literally a puzzle. It's a maze. It was designed by Professor Caroline Tisdall for her home, and it was planted in 1996 in order to be ready for the millennium. This is what it is. It's the shape of a foot. I think it's rather fantastic. It's the exact opposite of a carbon footprint. It's as green a footprint as you could possibly make.
So what we're now going to do is play a game called Andrew Gets Hopelessly Lost. Try this way. I know, it's No. Oh. I'm not much of an expert on mazes, but I gather that this is the opposite of a unicursal maze, which basically means that you can't find your way in and out simply by touching one or other of the hedge walls. It's still completely lost. The experience of being inside the maze, I have to say, it's not nearly as good as being outside. Inside, it sort of all feels like a bit of a conceptual space, isn't it? You can't sense it as a form. You would be cheating to use a chainsaw. Am I stuck in a toenail? I think we're getting somewhere. I did it! Must be some accident. Of course, there is now the question of whether I can ever get out.
I really enjoyed the maze. I mean, I got lost, I got very frustrated, I got very hot, I got very sweaty, which of course is exactly the point. I forgot all of the various mathematical formulae that are supposed to extricate a poor hopeless git like me from a maze. But no, I think it's a fantastic creation. Yeehaw! Oh, I do like my helicopter rides. Now we're on our way to Dorset to see the Cerne Abbas giant, which is one of only 2 human figures cut into the English landscape. Most of the others are horses or they're abstract devices.
Penis 3 o'clock low.
Did you just say penis 3 o'clock below?
I did actually, yes.
Isn't it fantastic? The cartoon of Homer Simpson just outside of the giant was put there in the summer to publicise the Simpsons movie, or what's known as a naked publicity stunt. It's enough to put you off the Simpsons.
So here I am down with the Cerne Abbas giant. I hope he doesn't mind me standing on his nose. I also hope he doesn't mind me saying that he's almost certainly not an ancient Roman or Celtic creation. We know pretty much for sure that the giant was actually created probably in the middle years of the 17th century, and there's one theory that I really like, which holds that, in fact, the giant was created by the enemies, the royalist enemies of Oliver Cromwell during the English Civil War, because Cromwell's propaganda had it that he was a modern Hercules. So his enemies created this huge chalk caricature of him, a kind of comic version of Hercules. Oliver Cromwell held up for ridicule forever.
If the Oliver Cromwell cartoon theory is right, then Homer Simpson sort of belongs. It's a case of one cartoon meets another. We're not too far from the New Forest, which is where Mark Kermode lives. He's probably indoors watching a video of The Exorcist for the 400,000th time. I don't know. Some people have all the luck. We're flying along the south coast, near the end of this week's journey, and just coming up to Portsmouth. I wanted to come here because I wanted to see, I suppose you could call it a new national icon. It's called the Spinnaker Tower, and its shape is actually based on that extra little sail that you add at the front of a racing boat or yacht to give it that bit of oomph. But I've never seen it, so I'm looking out for it now. It's beautiful. I like the Spinnaker Tower. Well done, Portsmouth. I think it's the largest man-made visitable structure in the UK outside London. It's fantastic. Let's face it, Portsmouth is not Britain's most beautiful city. It doesn't have much in the way of other landmarks, certainly nothing in the way of a landmark that you can see from the air. Well, it was criticised quite a lot for being over budget, blah-de-blah, the usual, but good things always seem to go over budget. I don't know why that is. So I've got lost in a maze. I've seen the Cern Abbas Giant, complete with Homer Simpson edition. I've seen the Spinnaker Tower, but that isn't quite the end of my heli odyssey, because I'm going to be carrying on down the coast. I hope you can join me for the ride.